Attack!
Hello everyone and welcome to TF2tv. My name is Comedian and you can see we've already been started at Power First Kick. There were some streaming issues so we were a tiny bit delayed, but not to suppress the fun, we have a very special guest right here tonight.
Yo! What's up, guys? It's eXtine's.
Oh, I love doing that. I love doing that. But it's a bit of your trademark. You probably shouldn't be doing it.
Yeah, it's no worries.
Anyway, yeah, so we're here joined to watch the ESL Season 8 matches between Power Gaming and k1ck eSports. Two very nice teams. They're, quite aggressive, so I'm very looking forward to see it. And we can actually see k1ck eSports going in from top, but they did Uber earlier.
A nice play. The Demo Man Ret Shock is trying to get behind enemy lines. The Soldier, who still had some invulnerability left on him, came down though and take out the Demo Man Ret Shock. Still 3-on-3 right now. Oh, good move by Fate Step.
Scouts going in. Fate Step, that's gonna crush him down, taking out the Jack, taking out Mafu, and with Himsy down as well. Only a Scout and Soldier remaining to defend that last point, and that's gonna be really hard.
Yeah, k1ck has been playing.
Scout just going to last point. It's gonna almost cap it, almost.
I would have liked to see some support from his team though. I don't know why they didn't move in with him, because they had major number advantage and the Uber advantage. I think they were just playing cautious, wait for the Uber to build up, but still, he got such a great cap on that. Just followed up a little bit more pressure, they would have won the round.
Yeah, I always, even if you're 2 players down, your medic's still up, you have a massive Uber advantage, you should go in. But we can see the Uber going down here for k1ck, taking down the Jackal, taking down Hawks, and now the Heavy down as well. So that's going to be a reasonably easy 1-0, at least for the SourceTV watchers, because what actually happened was that Power Gaming did win the first middle, but k1ck managed to get back into the game.
Yeah, I think Mafu missing that kill on the medic was a really big deal. He was just up close with the Uber fading, had the medic totally pinned. But let's see what they do on this middle fight, if Power can take the middle again, or if k1ck comes up with a bit different strategy. Both scouts up top for k1ck right now.
Yeah, and I do have to say, Power Gaming again going for that double Soldier very aggressively over top of the pipes. But
yeah, I think both of them.
It almost oh, and actually Red Shirt going huge here. But the thing with that was, I don't think k1ck had enough presence in the point for that to be dangerous for them. They were all in ramp room. Medic, Devil Man were still quite late, so
yeah, definitely.
It's
I mean,
actually kind of weird.
Both soldiers jumping can work out very well, but to jump most effectively, you have to land on people. If there's no one there, like you're saying, it's gonna be less effective. Also, it's really jumping both soldiers, one on each side of the crates, is really relying upon their deathmatch skill, and I think both of them just kind of got owned there. One of the soldiers got shot down by the air in the scout by a scout and stopped his momentum, and then I think the other one just got beaten by the soldier once he landed outside a garage. So bit of a standoff here as Royce is behind in the Uber charge, and they're just they're hanging back right now.
Yeah, and you can definitely say, I mean, k1ck, especially Mike or El Dudorino, is very known for his deathmatch skills, and actually a crits went off, and it seems we both missed it, and they pretty much killed everyone from k1ck. Only Red Shock and Roy still alive. They're just gonna jump in, block that point just before getting capped, and take down 3 players.
Yeah, definitely. And Power in a tough spot again. Now that that's all.
Only is up. Just gonna jump in.
Oh.
Soldier gonna.
Oh! That was a pretty sick air shot, man.
Very beautiful indeed. And I do have to say, it's, looking at the score, already 2-0 down for k1ck eSports. Many people were predicting that Power Gaming was just gonna take Granary, and that that it was gonna come down to Turbine for k1ck eSports to win it. But looking at the solid performance, I have to take back my words. And many others too.
Yeah, Granary is a tough map. Sometimes, even though a team might be a lot more skilled, the strategies and just how it plays out can make a really big difference. Sticky's on top of the red box for the blue Demo Man. And Power getting pushed back. Oh, the red is getting cleaned up by Himsy. 2 kills. Hawks getting a kill as well.
And you know what? I do have to say that was mostly because Power Gaming was being more considerate right there in the middle. They were, they weren't as aggressive. They were a lot more considerate than in the first 2 rounds.
Yeah.
Actually, it seems like there's a little pause going on right now.
Yeah, hopefully this does not last too long.
Hopefully not. It's probably one player lagging out. I'm just gonna inform what's going on right now with one of the players, if they respawn, of course.
This has been a fun match so far, though. I'm excited for Turbine Pro as well. I've always liked the original Turbine, but the Turbine Pro is just far superior, and hopefully we'll see that get integrated into all the leagues and all the servers a little bit more.
Yeah, well, on public servers you don't really see it, but especially in Europe, it's been widely used in every single league so far. I like it especially because it's the only capture the flag map, and you know what? I do like control points, but I think that capture the flag has something, that control point doesn't have. There's always pressure going on, especially in Turbine Pro. There's never ever a dull moment. So that's why I like it a lot.
Yeah, definitely. I like CTF maps. I think sometimes they fall apart due to the format, and sometimes if the match format is such that like you could end up playing Turbine for an hour, it gets really frustrating. And I think Turbine Pro is, adjusted a lot of the problems that people had with the original Turbine.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I don't really know that much about the American scene, but how are the rule sets on Turbine?
I forget how ESEA decided to play Turbine the last time they had it in the league, which I think was a while ago. TWL plays it as 2 20-minute halves. And the UGC Highlander, they play their capture the flag maps as 2 30-minute halves, which then it's pretty tough. Like that league, that Highlander league, they're only playing 1 match a week, and they're only playing on 1 map, so it's not that bad. But I don't know, just an hour of Turbine or an hour of any capture the flag map is quite a lot. I really enjoy, from a spectator, from a caster's perspective, I really enjoy the European style of 30-minute maps.
Yeah, I can imagine, also on Granary, it's also, I believe, 2 times 30, and you switch between the 30 minutes. Yeah,
ESEA changed their rules a little bit so that there's a halftime, and if you hit the halftime at 3 rounds, so if you win 3 rounds, then it switches to halftime, so then matches can end up being 45 minutes or 50 minutes. And sometimes a 5-0 is super quick. There have been some super exciting hour-long matches that ended up, 3-3, 4-3, 4-4, and then somebody finally wins and makes it 5-4. But I think, half hours is a little bit more interesting, and there's plenty of time to settle the score. Also, I like seeing multiple maps, which is really cool. Like, we're seeing these teams play on 2 maps, not just who's going to win Granary. It's a bit more of who's the better team.
Yeah, I especially like multiple best of 3 series. But it is a league, so it's only played map because it can end in a tie between the two teams.
Yeah,
it's not a tournament format, so that's okay.
A format that I would like to see is real similar to the Champions League, just in the sense of like the home and away series, where it's like a best of 2, where 2 maps, but then at the end, if one team's won 1 map, one team has won the other map, or if both maps are a tie, then you go into overtime on the second map and just do 1 more round on the second map. Because draws are fine in a league setting, but if you're in a tournament, you got to have a winner, and a best of 2 would take less time than a best of 3.
Okay, yeah, but I can see some problems with that, because especially that last round, that's really deciding, So it gives an advantage to the team that's better on the second map.
Yeah.
And and you need to really decide how that golden cap's being played. I know in Europe, you know, the season 7 or 8 finals, very famously, that was played on one of the maps was CP Obscure, and it ended up going to a golden cap, and
Yeah.
the rules were such that you need to hold the middle point for, you know, you either need to win or the team that holds the middle point after the 10 minutes are over
That's a
wins. Yeah.
That's a little silly, a little weird.
That was quite silly. So we saw a level 3 sentry getting put up on middle, you know, it was a complete stalemate. Neither team want, you know, once they got hold of the middle, neither team really wants to push out, and I can't blame him. You know, you play to win. You know, it's the grand finals, but as a spectator to watch it, it was quite fun. Anyway, we have started again after quite a long break, and we can just see Par Gaming. No contest at all. I mean, k1ck had to fall all the way back, get that heavy, get that soldier back up.
Yeah, definitely. Both teams have Uber, so what?
What just happened?
Quite interesting. Maybe they had to restart the server, so I'm assuming maybe they are still out of 3-0.
I have no clue.
That's pretty nuts.
Let's see where it goes to, because this is quite weird.
Do you have anybody on your friends list?
I blame ESL.
Must be the client, right? Is there a client for ESL?
Yeah, it's the most hateful, ridiculous piece of shit you've ever seen in your life.
Yeah, please say that on air while it's being recorded. That's this shocks is why I don't let you cast. Just kidding, man, just kidding. Love you too.
Yeah, clients are always kind of difficult. ESEA client gets some hate sometimes, causes a lot of problems for some players.
So it's changing.
Yeah, back to Granary it seems.
So let's see what's exactly gonna happen.
So anybody who hasn't seen my work, eXtelevision.com, if you click on the left-hand side, videos, Team Fortress, that's where you can find most of my post-produced full match coverages. That's kind of the easiest way to see all of the old stuff that's in there, all the archives. We have forums on there that you can holler at us in regards to coverage or in regards to anything that we're doing. Also, at eXtelevision is my Twitter, and I'm using that more and more frequently these days. Still 2 zeros.
Yeah, I saw you were tweeting about your cat this afternoon.
Yeah, it's funny. I take a lot of pictures of my cat because she's always sleeping pretty crazy, and she's pretty cute. Pretty cute.
Yeah, what's she called?
Winston.
Winston.
It's a nice girl name, isn't it?
Yeah, quite. Yeah.
Yeah, we have another girl kitty named Clarence, also a great girl name. Yeah, Lucky Luke tweeted back in response to a he tweeted back his own cat. What's up, man?
Alright, I just had some information from the lovely Jordan. Thank you so much, Jordan, for apparently TF2 were saying, you know, changing map in 30 seconds, and everyone was like, what? So yeah, they're just gonna replay it again 21 minutes in. So
yeah, that sounds fair. Both teams had Uber, so as long as k1ck gets the middle point, that definitely seems pretty fair to me. And they didn't have the second point. Power's trying to debate it.
You deserve a medal, Doc.
yeah, it might also be a good idea just to start again from the nil, you know. But I don't think it influenced anything. So, but weren't Power just about to push the last point?
You mean k1ck?
Yeah. I mean, no. Power. Yeah, Power was just about to push into last point.
Both teams had Uber. They were on CP2. Power was looking to push last.
Of course, you know, they were 90 minutes ahead into the future, so we don't know what might have happened.
Yeah, because it seemed like k1ck was making the argument for middle, and I'm pretty sure Power agreed to it.
And it's 90 seconds, not minutes, of course.
Yeah,
So we will be resuming the cost. Just gonna get the middle right there.
yeah. Letting them take it, and they're just posting up outside a yard.
One scout trying to be a bit cheeky in ramp room. Gets center though. Nice play from Himsy.
Yeah, why not? And Power looking to get aggressive with their Uber coming right in. Natnun taken out. Red team still on top of the crates. Good Uber switching from the red medic. Roy's. Oh.
Yeah, but they're getting forced off. The demo got forced off quite hard. They're all, you know, in that choke point, and that medic's not going to get out of there. Just complete wipe by k1ck. And beautiful play there by the Power Soldier, k1ck and Himsy.
Yeah, I think, you know, they picked Centaur, and k1ck was kind of just hanging back. And I don't think they were expecting that. It was a very aggressive move from Power. Very well timed, and great strategy.
While that all is going on, we still have a soldier from behind from k1ck in the resub area. He's going to go for the medic.
Oh.
He's not going to be able to get him though. Nice defense by Hawks, Himsy, and the two soldiers.
Yeah, I think Roy's picked up the health pack. Either way, no damage done to him. And Power's going to have their Uber very shortly here. Royce is going to have to be careful. They're hanging on the left-hand side of the defense. And here comes the Uber, but Devilman slows him down, and then the soldier toss in the air. So really not much penetration with this Uber. But they're putting pressure on the point now. Scout over the top for red team.
But they're not getting the kills yet. Only now FateSub gets taken down.
Back cap going on.
Now that soldier going in from the side is going to do massive damage. And that's going to be 2-1 for Power Gaming. In a nice comeback, I guess.
Yeah. Definitely that aggressive push from the middle basically is what won the round there.
And especially their scouts just cleaning up so much, doing so much damage, getting so many kills in. Let's see what's going to happen here on middle. We can see the Power demo going on top of the scouts as well, but it seems like Redshark was doing some huge damage and pretty much, you know, shutting them down as soon as it happened.
Jump over the top from Matnum, fairly ineffective though. Hawks also down as well. Redshark kind of getting in a weird position, taken out.
And the Jackal getting so much pressure down, but look at him, he's still at 150 health. He's still super relaxed, he's still taking it easy. And now a bit of scout battle going on.
I think that scout sent 6 shots that medic's way and maybe did 60 damage, and only at the end did he finally get that damage. The Jackal is just doing a fantastic job dodging.
Yeah, and Himsy versus Roy's. Himsy taking it easy, taking it cool. No problem at all. It's gonna take him down.
Yeah, so this is another big disadvantage for k1ck, and they were working so well in the first 2 rounds, but that server switch incident, I think, has given Power time to refocus and adjust their strategy, because they're coming on very strong now and have picked up these 2 rounds very nicely. Oh, sorry, I think they're going to be set to pick up the 2nd round and make it even.
Well, you know, with that big of an Uber disadvantage, only the soldier from behind can maybe stop that. He forced the Uber. It's going to get taken down, but still, it's going to be a nice advantage. Beautiful air shots there by Redshark. Wow. And that's going to be maybe just enough to save them. But Power Game, even with 3 players down, it's going to take no problem. It's going to cap that point right there.
Yeah, Redshark is playing nice, and that was a better kind of like aggressive roamer attack from Matnu. You know, doing what he can to pop the Uber early, and then Redshark, you know, with those stickies, keeping the blue team locked in as long as possible, and then of course that sick shot that you called out. But was just not enough from the rest of the team.
See, Redshark going for sort of bottom right ramp route push, you know, putting down some pressure, but not doing anything with Matin getting taken down as well. It seems like k1ck is just being in a very uncomfortable situation. I don't agree with what they did right there. But it did take down the Jackal, so that's going to give him some breathing space. And Royce did get out.
Yeah, they're definitely going to be able to hold the second point here.
Do you understand that?
So it seems like Center's actually still behind them in their ramp room. Might go for the Jackal. Or go for the middle. Actually gonna get out. And going for Mafu right here. If he gets that kill, that's gonna be beautiful. And he gets the kill.
Yeah, red team having forced to Uber very early on the yard here. Blue team Power getting out of the garage. Does pick up Hawks. Pumpu jumping around. Gets back to his medic though.
Yeah, but if they keep on this pressure, they might be able to take down the Jackal before it gets Uber. He's only at 65%. But do have to worry about him behind, taking a red shot.
Yeah. And blue team pressuring again through the side door.
At least one soldier, but Pumpu gets taken out. There's the Jackal at 80% Uber. Might get taken down.
Yeah, I think this has been a little too aggressive, a little too sloppy from Power. If k1ck can get in there now, it's time to strike. They're trying to be aggressive. The scout is getting in there on top of the demo man. Mafu takes him out. Great.
Yeah, but right now the Jackal has Uber again. The window of opportunity has closed upon them.
A little bit, but k1ck also kind of reassured their safety by building the Uber as well.
Yeah, that's right. They do have Ubers both teams right now, and only one player is getting Ubered there from Power.
Wow.
Wow, just complete crush, right? Complete wipe.
Yeah, the Uber faded.
He is waiting. He's waiting on top. He's gonna jump down on the Jackal.
They really had no plan for after that Uber. Good defense by Blue there as that scout came in, by the way.
Yeah, it seems like Center just missed his opportunity. And that's going to be a quick 2-2.
Wow.
Actually, a 3-2 to completely turn that around. Going
Yeah.
for a 2-0 disadvantage to 2-3 advantage.
Yeah, I think k1ck has gotten a little bit flustered. Their fragging is not coming along. If you look at the scoreboard, their scouts are on top, but their soldiers are down low, only having picked up 2 points and 3 points in these last 3 rounds, and that is not very good. The whole team is definitely getting out-fragged. They had no plan for when that Uber faded at the middle during the last round, and then just got rolled all the way back. One of the scouts has gotten around there in the forward corner here. 2 kills for k1ck eSports, though. Mafu going down as well. And this middle is going their way.
From top, and those soldiers are going to get crushed. Oh, they do get red shock. That's a nice kill, but it's not going to change much.
Yeah.
Jackal is still going to get out of there. He's still going to get that Uber on lost.
Yeah, he still might not have enough Uber to defend second, as he just started building it with somebody. So it looks like second is set, but yeah, he will have it for last.
But in what situation do you have enough Uber to defend second if your team got completely wiped on middle?
Yeah,
and,
at least he got out, he just had no one else to heal. If they had retreated Pumpu instead of him going in for that kill on Ret Shock, because, Ret Shock's already respawned, it doesn't really matter too much in the grand scheme now as red team comes in.
Ubers are going to be exchanged, but k1ck gets taken down. That's a bit sloppy there from Power, I'd say. With that heavy Uber, you have so much power, so much health, so much buffering, but it doesn't really matter. They Ubered so much later. It's about 8 seconds later, I counted.
Yeah, and there was a good kill by Red Shock there, but he gets taken out again. I don't know if he's really getting... He's getting the frags, but I don't think he's getting security from the rest of his team.
But look at that. It seems like Mafu
down to the scouts now.
He's going to be able to defend it, but there is still one scout around. And he gets taken down. Nice play from k1ck. Soldier is going to be prepared to bomb in, I believe.
Nah.
No, it seems like Mike's going to back off.
Yeah, there's just the 2 of them. So they really just kind of have to hold this point with pressure. Hold the second point. So both medics respawning, and the way the spawns work, this is basically going to be a bit of a standoff, probably until we get Uber again. Centaur is running Sniper. Is just coming up on the left-hand side of the second point.
Yeah, I'm a bit disappointed that none of the medics decided to go for the crits. This would have been a perfect opportunity to switch to that crit streak and
yeah,
get that 20% Uber advantage, get some nice crit stickies in there.
Yeah, it's a tough decision in this situation to make as a defending medic, certainly, but offense, there's a lot of possibilities there.
As a defending medic, I'd probably keep on the Uber.
Yeah.
But as offensive medic, I'd almost, you know, if both medics are down, if they're all both respawning at roughly the same time, I'd always go for the crits.
Yeah, yeah. You know, especially the great thing with the crits is if you play it and you come in with it, you know, in this situation, you know they're not going to have the Uber charge, but still, you'll be, if you can escape with it, you can just get another Uber charge and just keep the pressure going. You might not cap right away, but you will on your second attempt.
Alright, what do you think about this defensive positioning from Power Game? They're standing quite far forward.
I think it's pretty good.
Pipe.
Demo Man has a lot of potential coverage. They have a lot of flexibility to respond to how k1ck is coming in. k1ck up tops, you know, got a good view on the upper room. And if the sniper can get a kill here, then k1ck can open up the defense. I think that's really the vulnerability. So the Demo Man's not over there.
That's exactly what they're waiting for. Soldier's gonna jump in.
Oh, good save though by the medic.
k1ck gets taken down and a miss Uber by the Jackal. Again, losing that Uber on the heavy, but it seems like that's all they're gonna do. And unless they get Mafo here, but they do exchange it for Red Shock.
Yeah, and red team had to pull back, but they should just go right back in here.
Actually, that's exactly what they're doing. Basically, getting a kill here on Himsy.
Medic needs more support though. He got disconnected from his soldier.
But it doesn't matter. He was acting as bait, and everyone just jumped on the medic, and they all got crushed here from the two soldiers, from the sniper, from the scout. Nice play there from k1ck, actually getting back in there. That's going to be 3-3.
Yeah, with 9 minutes left, k1ck finally starting to turn things on again. That was definitely a better round for him. I had concerns. I wanted them to have won that round a little bit earlier on their first attack. I thought they really could do it there. And I was worried about the disconnect between the medic and the soldier. But as you said, he acted like bait and it all worked out. So the team's coming into middle now. Scouts running together for red team so far, but Centaur is taken out by Mafu.
I don't agree with this positioning here from k1ck right there. They're being a bit too slow.
Yeah, the Jackal kind of stuck in a weird spot and staying alive though. 70 health, 3 up for k1ck and 4 for power.
Oh, but Demo Man comes in with the bottle, gets one down, almost got down the second. Mafu throwing the bitch slaps around. Like,
yeah, until k1ck comes in and cleans up.
See, Center's going here for the sniper pick. But he's gonna stay on last point. You know what? It can be good. It's a bit of a gamble.
Yeah.
If you get that headshot, if you make that kill, you're the hero. But if you miss it, if you can't make it, then you know
actually,
it's just a wasted player.
Yeah, they are running both double snipers. They have snipers watching both doors, which is pretty interesting. I think it is a pretty good tactic because the Jackal has Uber. They know he has Uber, so you might as well risk taking the shot. Looks like the medic's going to be coming out of the left-hand door. The dot is there, but the Uber popped very early.
Yeah,
and yeah,
so
now
now
definitely.
you have a big problem. You don't have any scouts, and Red Shark's down, so Fade Step's down as well. They get down to Jackal, but it's gonna be too late. You know, you need to get him as soon as he before he Ubers. That's where you need to strike with that crit.
Yeah, good quick round from Power there. Less than 2 minutes.
It's exactly what they need.
Yeah.
But you know what? I don't blame k1ck for at least trying. If they did manage to take it, and I do think both their scouts are good enough to, you know, for you to be able to bet on getting that headshot in.
Yeah.
See, some nice aggression going in here. They're gonna go for the Jackal, take down the Jackal, and they do lose a lot of players, but there's still more players up. Only some scouts up, and they're gonna go for the medic.
Fade Step just got 2 kills. Red Shock with another, and that's a full wipe. So they are moving forward. Yeah, that was a very good middle fight. You know, they lost Mike and Matnoon very early. Mike is, of course, tagged up as El Duderino, the dude. They lost them very quickly, but Fade Step combining with Red Shock was able to do huge work there.
And they should just push in as as soon as possible. Every second they wait longer is a bit waste. But they're just getting up that team.
Yeah. And here they come now. Red Shot getting the initial burst of Uber. Now switching over to Mike. Good switches so far. Actually could have held it on Mike a little bit longer. Who's getting juggled up in the air. Oh, misses the air shot, but finished off by Hawks. And k1ck is surrounding the point.
The Jackal get taken down. Nice pipe there. But you know what? Even though they did win, that could have been a lot smoother.
Yeah, I agree.
I have to say, you know, Power was doing the right thing. They were standing close. They forced that Uber early, and then the Jackal was just backing off to the right-hand corner, as far away from that Uber as possible, trying to get it up in time. Sadly, it didn't manage to do it.
I think they need to be a little bit more careful with their soldier play. I think k1ck's soldiers sometimes are drifting a little bit too far away from Roy's.
See what they're going to be doing right here.
Seems like both teams employing similar tactics so far. Both soldiers up top for Power, though, while the medic sticks on Mafu.
Let's see. Oh, look at that. The Jackal getting blown all the way up. He's going
going for the saw.
But it doesn't even matter. That was just a nice air strafing here, and k1ck's just going to get crushed. Only Mike and Voice are still up.
Yeah, these middle fights have been destruction.
Oh, Uber gets forced right here. That was bad play. That was bad play. They shouldn't have done that.
Yeah,
Soldier going in. Let's see what it's going to be able to do. Nothing. But the Jackal did force Uber. He didn't have enough trust in his teammates. That was a bad mistake.
That was interesting. Yeah, both medics end up being forced to pop Uber. Good movement from.
Going to jump in from top. He's going to take down their voice. Nice play. Bumpu coming in as well, but you know what? On the other hand side, some major destruction happened. Look at that. Power complete wipe.
Yeah, that's a big difference. So, I mean, Power won the middle there convincingly. They actually got Roy's to pop Uber, but then they kind of fell apart on the second point. Things definitely not going their way. I think they were maybe a little overconfident there. Tough to say exactly how that went wrong. So k1ck just setting up right now.
Ooh,
no, if
it's
it's
right there.
If it's a tie, we'll just go on to the next map, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
Back kept going on, but way too many players on the second point for Power.
That backup can only go on if they can block it, but there's no chance.
Mafu is taken out for Power, but there is a scout working along the side here. Quite sure which one that is. I think that's Himsy, taken out by Mike as he comes back out the door. k1ck down as well, so blue team without their scouts and basically just posted up on the second point.
And actually, our gaming just did blow their major advantage. They went from 50% Uber advantage to 0. And now k1ck's coming in, taking on Bumpu, and locking everyone in the garage.
Yeah, I think this is going to work out well for k1ck Gaming, though, as the Ubers fade. Red Shock does get taken down. And, oh, no. Mike,
that just went terrible.
Yeah, Mike was not there to support Red Shock as the Uber faded. He got way too far away. I don't know what was going on. If he was out of rockets. I mean, it just seemed like that was a very bad decision from him. And just like that, everything else is collapsing. Mountain Dew is, done for. And Power Gaming 5-4 right now. The way these rounds have been going, though, k1ck does still have a chance with 2 minutes left to equalize things.
I would never, say they don't have a chance.
Yeah. The question is whether they try to get too aggressive. Actually end up exposing themselves too much by being desperate.
Yeah, there's a difference between aggression and being desperate.
Yeah.
Sometimes that line gets crossed. Well, let's see what
both soldiers jumping. They didn't get high enough though. They didn't go over the crates.
And now they get completely crushed. They can take down Mafu, but you know what? It seems like Power Gaming is going to back off. They're going to back up without Mafu, without their main damage dealer.
Yeah.
You know.
Which is pretty smart. Hawks was real banged up, and I think was disconnected from the medic to Jackal. And a minute 10 left on the clock.
they're gonna be able to defend the second point, and that's gonna be critical if they do. They have Mafu back on. They have that Uber. They're not gonna let this go. Not with a minute and 10 seconds left.
No, they're pretty locked in now, and you know, 50 seconds. It's gonna be a little tough with the full power team defending the second point and no attack being made. And yeah, now k1ck is coming in, and they got to get their act together. They got to be really aggressive here. They don't have the time to waste.
They have Marvel, but they lose Rhetoric, and that's critical.
Yeah.
Without that demo, man, you lose so much. Centric gets taken down as well, and now they need to start capping. They need to start capping.
Yeah, 30
real
seconds. But they only have 3 players up. Matnan is at full health, but Mike from behind is very lit.
Oh, he's
good jump though.
That medic.
No, the Jackal
No,
down to
he doesn't
16.
get the medic. He gets him down to 12 hit points, but the Jackal, he gets out, and that is going to be the end. With only just a few seconds remaining, there's no way that k1ck will be able to manage to defend this.
Yeah, that was a very exciting map though. A ton of really quick rounds, and both teams pretty evenly matched, but I think Power just had the slight strategical edge, and you know, the surprise there was that k1ck was able to get out to that 2-point lead, and then they certainly kept it close throughout. But you know, I think people were expecting Power to be a little bit more dominant there.
Definitely, that was definitely very impressive play by k1ck eSports. I was expecting it almost to be a 5-0, but you know what? I have to take back my words, man. I have to take back my words. So yeah, this was TF2tv. My name was Comedian. I've been joined tonight by the lovely eXtine's from TV.
Yeah.
Yeah. So see you guys next time, and we will be right back with the second map on CTF Turbine.